In the previous lesson, we made this simple dynamic block, and we can modify this block, the length of this block, essentially by changing it with this grip. Now, when we change the length of this block, the center becomes off-centric, and now it's not centered with respect to the complete geometry. Now, in order to keep this centered, we need to modify this block additionally. So I'll select this block, then right click and select block editor. Now here in block editor, we need to add one more constraint, and that will be the aligned constraint once again. So I'll select this aligned constraint and now select the circle. So now when you select the circle, you'll notice this grip at the center of this circle or the marker at the center, and now go to this vertical line and make sure that this time marker appears at the center, which is not the case. So I'll move it and now I'll select it here. Now we can see the marker at the center. So let's click and now place this constraint. So now you can see that the length in between these 2 points is 5 units. Obviously we don't want this length for other geometries also. So when we stretch this rectangle, the length will also change. But in this case, if you keep it that way, the length will not change, although the total length will change. So to make this clear, I'll just modify this value and I'll change it to d1 by 2. So let's type here d1 by 2. Now in this way we can restrict the length of this d2 value, or the distance between these 2 points, always equal to half of d1, which is this total length or the length of rectangle. Now click outside to accept the values, and now let's go and test the block. So I'll go to this test block. Now select this rectangle and now let's move it. Now you can see that the circle is always centered no matter how you change the length. Now we can apply one more constraint, and here you can see that the circle is moving along with the length of this rectangle. Now what if we want the circle to remain fixed at its position and we want to stretch this block in either direction? So for that we need to modify it additionally. So let's now move back to block editor, and now I'll go to this constraints tab, select this fix constraint, and now apply it on the center of this circle. So click on the circle and the constraint is now applied. Now let's go to this test block again. Now select it and now move it. And now you'll notice that the circle will always remain fixed and the length can be changed in either direction in this way. So in this way you can also make your blocks with the help of constraints. So I'll once again close this test block, and now I'll also close this block editor by saving the changes. And here we have it, the final block as per our requirement.